Welcome, Virgo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for June 2019 for the Sun or the Ascendant. This month begins with the Sun and your ruler Mercury sparkling in the part of your situation which is very much to do with how you're viewed by people in the world at large. Your career, goals and ambitions are certainly to the fore. And with a fantastic new moon on the 3rd, it's a great opportunity to showcase your talents, up your vibration, apply for jobs, do presentations, and generally let people know just how talented you are. And that's going to really last for the whole of June. So, a brilliant opportunity for you to gain greater recognition for what you have to offer. Now also, as this month begins, Venus, the planet of love and affection, in your sister Earth sign of Taurus, is forging an amazing angle to Pluto. This is going to give you the opportunity to travel in terms of your thinking or even in terms of your affections. If there is someone you encounter and they are at a distance, then do be open-minded about it. A very sweet connection can be made, a very heartfelt one, right at the start of this month. But this is going to turn out to be a surprisingly sociable month for you. Now, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's obviously a time when generally people are connecting more, whether it's garden parties, functions, or the inevitable ubiquitous barbecue. Then why not enter into the spirit of things? Because not only do you have the feisty energies of Mars in the friendliest of locations for the whole of June, which gives you the opportunity, quite frankly, to maintain your own individuality, but also to be cooperative. And Mars usually is much more about us as an individual, but in the 11th house, it is a bit softened, so a good chance to create greater connections to other people for sure. But also the North Node, which is a generally fortunate influence, kind of minor Jupiterian influence. That's also in the sign of Cancer, as it has been since the 7th of November last year, but it's forging a beautiful angle to Neptune, which is in your sector of relationships. So I think friendships can be very uplifting for you, or where you join together with people who share your vision, who have a similar world view, people that in terms of idealism really switch you on. So you could find yourself Neptune, to do with film, video, connecting with people that you follow online, or it could be that you're going to hang out with people, where you get together and you attend a festival or go to see a band, or perhaps hang out together to watch a film. All these things can actually be super fun. But more than that, your ruler Mercury is actually going to be moving into this hyper-friendly part of your scope on the 5th. And it's going to be instantly connecting with Uranus, also in the sign of Taurus. And Uranus here is very much about you opening up your horizons and being much more, much wider in the tastes and appreciation that you have, whether it's the places that you visit or the type of people that you can get to know. There can be some novelty factor that you're being asked to buy into, which I think you should certainly consider, because it is the case that the more spontaneity we have in our situations, the more exciting they can be. Now, Venus is actually going to be moving on the 9th and switches into Gemini. Now, that's an extremely good thing, because it could be that your ability to get along with people, which is going to be so enhanced this month, can also work its way into your professional environment as well. Venus here is lovely, and it's possible that someone quite influential could really go out of their way to support your cause, put in a good word, write you a sparkling reference, or perhaps just be someone who provides a lot of reassurance and encouragement to whatever you're trying to achieve. Now, we do reach from day 10 of this month a big event, however, because Mars then goes into an opposition with Saturn. Now, this could potentially be more challenging, because it's possible that An element of competitiveness can creep into a relationship, an existing romantic tie, or if you're looking to expand the type of people you're hanging around with, you may suddenly encounter someone who's a bit jealous, who doesn't get it if it's a pre-existing friend that you're trying to expand your reach, or perhaps it's you feeling slightly more inhibited about being more interactive with other people. And this energy is going to last for quite some time this month. And then from the 18th to the 24th, we have a situation where Mars goes opposite Pluto. Now, what also may happen is that you could find yourself being hugely attracted to someone you encounter in this circle of friends that you're hanging out with. And if it is a new group of people, this could make your pulse race. But Mars opposite Pluto can also make us extremely single-minded to the point of almost being ruthless. So if there is something that you desire or someone, just bear in mind that there does need to be certain etiquettes that are maintained, or otherwise you could find yourself without a friend, or if you're already in a partnership, without that partnership. So do proceed with a little bit of care when it comes to something you yearn for. Now, Jupiter, the planet of growth and optimism, is in the sign of Sagittarius, which for you is very much to do with home and family. But that is going to be in opposition in week 2 with the Sun. So as much as you may be making a big pitch to up your income, be much more ambitious in terms of your goals and ambitions, it still has to work for you in terms of the basic foundation of your existence. So don't promise more than you can realistically deliver upon, but also don't put yourself in a situation that ultimately gives you some big prize, but you actually feel really quite genuinely out of your depth around. So it's important to stay grounded. Now, ironically, Venus is also going to go into an opposition with Jupiter in the last week of this month. But I think this one could actually see you really desiring something to do with where you live, could see you looking at somewhere new to rent or to buy, but again think about affordability. Jupiter and Venus influences, the tougher ones, can make us almost think estimate the possibilities of a situation and not think of the downside quite so much. Now, at the very heart of the month, on the 17th, we do have a full moon, which also occurs in your sector of emotion. So it is important, despite this potential for greater sociability this month, that you are still staying in touch with how you feel about things. It's important for all of us all of the time. But then on the 21st we have the summer solstice, and the 22nd the sun arrives in the sign of Cancer too. And I feel as it connects to Uranus in the last few days of this month, again, it's an opportunity to be very open-minded about the type of people that you can connect with, and there can be some real sparkle. If you're single, this could be an extremely exciting month, but it also depends on ensuring that your need for a degree of order in your life is not going to be disrupted too much by the influence of Uranus and the desire that's going to come from Mars connecting with Pluto particularly, and the limitation that can come, and therefore frustration from Saturn in the earlier part of the month. But I think the sun coming into Cancer is broadly very good for you. So social possibilities definitely abound. Professional possibilities are very much to the fore. It's just important to keep the pulse of how you feel about things very much to the fore. And if you can do that, I think this can turn out to be an absolutely wonderful month for you. Thank you for having joined me at your monthly horoscope forecast. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to know more about what's going on in your situation, go on a journey of discovery beyond your zodiac sign by embracing your personal astrology. This is based on your time, date and place of birth. And if you no longer live in the same location where you were born, in terms of your forecasting, I can relocate you to where you are living now. Not a lot of services like this offer that particular feature. But equally, I use a form of forecasting called directions. This is where we take your personal horoscope when you were born, your natal chart, and advance it for roughly 1 degree for every year of your life. These are particularly impactful. The influence that they have on your natal positions, but also on moving planets that they impact upon now, the transits, really are very powerful. To find out about this, and also if you buy a character analysis and a forecast at the same time, I will give you a 30% discount. Please see the link beneath this video. This is an opportunity to understand some of the more trying patterns that have kept occurring in your life, but also to overcome them, but also embrace the positive opportunities you have to grow and to make the most of your innate talent and skills. And there will be information that can really take your breath away. It's so much more powerful than just your sun sign. Thank you.